Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to decrease our tax liability through ITC. Wanted to know more about ITC? Stay tuned. First of all, what is ITC? It's a tax paid by us as a firm on purchase of anything for business use only in the form of CGST, SGST, IGST and UTGST. Now, here the question arises, what are these taxes? CGST and SGST stand for Central and State Goods and Service Tax. When we deals within the state and when we do any interstate sale and purchase, there IGST is charged. IGST stand for Integrated Goods and Service Tax, and the last one is UTGST, Union Territory Goods and Service Tax. Union territories, we can say that Chandigarh. Now understand, there are two forms of taxes. One is the form in which we pay tax, and the another is the in which we receive tax. We pay tax when we purchase anything. We pay directly to person from whom we are purchasing, and will receive tax when we sell anything, and will receive tax from the person to whom we are selling our product or services. The tax when we pay while purchasing, that is called input tax, and this is the point which is called that input tax credit. And the tax that we receive while selling goods and services is called output tax. Now, if we sell anything to a person and take GST from him, then we have to pay that GST to government. That's why it's called output GST. We have to pay that tax to government. But if we purchase anything and we had paid tax, that is called input tax, because we can take advantage of the tax. That tax will come to us indirectly. Now let's understand this with an example. Suppose there are two businessmen, A and B purchases something from A worth rupees 500, and tax on that thing is 45 rupees. Now B have to pay A 500 plus 45 rupees tax. 545 rupees in total. For A, that 500 is value for its good, and 45 tax he have to pay to government. That's why this 45 rupees is output GST for A. And in case of B paid 45 rupees, and that is called input GST for B. Now, if B want to sell the same product in 700 rupees, that's depend on his margins. Let's take, he want to take a margin of 200 rupees on each product. And then he has to sell this 500 rupee product into 700 rupee. And the tax on this 700 rupees, 63 rupees. He will charge this 63 rupees from customers. Now, the customer have to pay B 700 plus 63 rupees. 763. This is output GST for B, because this 63 rupees B have to pay to the government. Now, here the role of ITC arises, input tax credit arises. Here government says that while purchasing this good in 500 rupees, you had paid 45 rupees tax, and now you do not have to pay this whole again. So you can deduct this tax, this 45 from this 63, and you only have to pay 18 rupees. That's the role of input tax credit. We do not have to pay whole tax that we had received from the customer, from final customer. We just have to pay output minus input. The tax which is left, that 18 rupees, we just have to pay that 18 rupee. Okay. Now there are certain conditions to claim ITC. The first and foremost condition is goods and services for the business. While you are purchasing or taking any service from anyone, that should be for the business, not for your personal use. Second is, buyer should have the tax invoice of that goods and service or the debit note. And third is, buyer should have the goods, not just that tax invoice. And fourth and the most important condition is, the seller from whom we buy something. In that example, A should paid the tax to government. While A had paid that 45 rupees to government, then only we can decrease that 45 rupees. If A didn't pay any tax to government, then we can't take that input tax credit. Now, after knowing about ITC, here the question arises, can we claim ITC anytime? No, there is a due date. Due date for claiming ITC is 20th September of next financial year. If we purchase something in this year, then we have to claim that ITC before the 20th September of next coming year. Okay? After that, we can't claim ITC. So, this is all about ITC. If you found the video helpful, then please subscribe the channel and hit that like icon. See you in the next video.